Hey everyone, welcome to group break number 243. Today we have the NBA Mosaic mixer. We've got a cello box and 2 blasters of 2019-20 Mosaic, and then 8 blasters of 2020-2021 Mosaic. So nice little chance here. Going to be a lot of fun. Hopefully we can hit a Genesis. It's what Mosaic's all about. So yeah, 3 times on the names, 3 times on the teams. Who you line up with is who you get. Good luck, everyone. Let's have some fun again. And I really want to see a Genesis. We haven't pulled one in a long time. And that is what you want to see. So 3 times on the names, 3 times on the teams. Who you line up with is who you get. Once, twice, and 3rd time. You on top, Joseph on the bottom. And teams 3 times. Once, twice, and 3rd time. Knicks on top, Suns on the bottom. All right, here we go. You have the Knicks. Edward with Portland. Bernard, you've got the T-Wolves. Scott with the Clippers. Ryan with the Pelicans. Marco with the Thunder. Joseph, you got the Grizzlies. Robert with the Spurs. The Pack Crackers with the Celtics. Steven, you've got the Warriors. Joseph with the 76ers. Joseph Stanipas. Ryan with the Kings. James, you've got the Pistons. You with the Heat. Marco with the Nuggets. Joseph Stanipas with the Magic. Jordan Norris with the Bulls. Carrie, you've got the Lakers. Jordan, you've got the Rockets. Marco with the Jazz. Joseph Kreitmeyer, hopefully I'm pronouncing that correctly, with the Nets. Abdil with the Mavericks. Carrie with the Hawks. Jason with the Raptors. Bernard with the Bucks. Edward with the Wizards. Joseph Stanipas with the Clippers. Not the Clippers, the Cavaliers. Bernard, you've got the Hornets. Daryl with the Pacers. And Joseph with the Suns. So there are your teams. I will get them into the team viewer here. This is what the team viewer looks like. It pulls your names, and then don't know if I've showed it off too many times, but essentially it pulls your names. I copy and paste this in a Photoshop document, and it goes magically onto the screen. Don't know how often I've showed it off, but it's honestly one of my favorite things that I've done for breaking. Like, one of the coolest things I think for our breaks is it makes the team viewers look a little bit more enjoyable. So NBA team viewer live, replace, yes. Team viewer, there we go. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, like that, like, if you were to get 3 spots in a break and you end up with those 3 teams like at the start, like, you'd be like, okay, I'm okay with that. So, and you do have one of the highest end teams possible. So, I mean, the Suns, you're getting, if we get a Zion, we're getting some Ty Jerome's in there. So, but yeah. All right, I'll allow a couple more minutes for trades just because it could be a 3-break night. Not going to allow too much time for them, but yeah. I'm really excited for this. I love Mosaic. Mosaic's one of my absolute favorite products in terms of like parallels and stuff. So one day I hope we get to open up Hobby, but that is a while off for now. So here we go. So I'll leave the team viewer up while we get into the multi-pack box. Yeah, Katie Genesis. I mean, you got a 1920 rookie. You got Claxton, if I remember correct. I think it's Claxton. So, look at those. Boom. Boom. All right, let's rip open the first half. So again, we're going to rip through all the outer packs, and then what we'll do is we'll rip and stack the pinks, and then kind of go through the pinks all at once, and then we'll kind of go through the regular packs after, because you know what you're going to get in the pinks. Well, you know you're getting pinks, whereas like the regular packs do technically hold the higher end potential cards. Let's get one of the like electric blues, I think is what they're called. Yeah, if you're interested, we have 2 hockey breaks. One is a Metal Universe mixer, 2 boxes of Metal Universe, and 3 Series 1 retail. And we also have an artifact mixer, which is a Series 1 hobby, a Series 2 hobby, and 4 artifacts from 2020-2021. So pretty fun overall breaks, I'd say. Yeah. Alright. Let me get rid of all the packs. Just to get straight into the big garbage bag. And like I said, we're going to rip through all the pinks. Because it's just the easiest way to do it. If we see a Zion or a Shaw, we'll put them on top. But we'll like instantly sleeve them. But the one thing that hasn't changed is all rookie color will get sleeved up. Yeah, hopefully everyone's doing well. Hopefully everyone's having a good day. My cat has a little bit of a cold, so she's been sneezing all day. All right, last pack. Hopefully, no, not the worst. Could be worse, could be worse. All right, here we go. All right, Plumlee for the Nuggets, Tucker for the Rockets, Davis for the Raptors, Siakam for the Raptors, Millsap for the Nuggets, Barkley for the 76ers. Again, USA Basketball goes to their current team, or most games played if they're retired. So Fultz for the Magic, Aiden for the Suns, Hayes for the Pelicans, Wright for the Mavericks, Thompson for the Cavs, Opala for the Heat, Ross for the Magic, Lopez for the Bucks, Curry for Golden State, Jaren Jackson Jr. for the Grizzlies, Schrader for the Thunder, Fall for the Celtics, Walker for the Celtics, Turner for the Pacers, Harden for the Rockets, Brown for the Pistons, Gallinari for the Thunder, Langford for the Celtics, McCollum for Portland, Portis for the Knicks, Pascal on the debut for Golden State, Bogdanovich for the Jazz, Gibson for the Knicks, Iverson for the 76ers, Russell for the Warriors, Baines for the Suns, Noel for the T-Wolves, Prince for the Nets, Lonzo Ball for the Pelicans, and Barrett for the Knicks. So that's all of our pinks. Down. Some of these sleeves have like watermarks and stuff on them now. It's weird. It is weird. Just like print imperfections. There we go. And last one. Perfect. All right. So there's our pinks to start us off. Nothing crazy, unfortunately, but hey. Could be worse. Here we go. Pack 1. Bagley for the Kings, Morris for the Pistons, Collins for the Hawks, Green rookie of Nunn for the Heat, Siakam for the Raptors, and Hayes for the Pelicans. Parker for the Hawks, Graham for the Hornets, Monk for the Hornets, Richardson for the 76ers, Vucevic for the Magic, and Barkley for the 76ers. White for the Spurs, Wiggins for the T-Wolves, Ball for the Pelicans, Pascal for Golden State on the Mosaic rookie, McGrady for the Rockets, and Langford for the Celtics. Next pack. Green for the Warriors, Howard for the Lakers, Adebayo for the Heat, George for the Clippers, silver of Holmes for the Kings. Guess that goes there. Harden for the Rockets. This pack doesn't want to open. There we go. I want to see one big card from 1920 today. Holmes for the Kings, Levine for the Bulls, Tucker for the Rockets, Millsap for the Nuggets, Ross for the Magic, and Pascal for Golden State on the debut. Fox for the Kings, Williams for the Clippers, Jones for the Grizzlies, Bol for the Nuggets on the green rookie Mosaic, Howard for the Lakers, and Waters for the Celtics. Galloway for the Pistons, Lillard for Portland, Porter Jr. for the Bulls, Barden for the Nuggets, silver of Paul George for the Clippers, and Hero for the Heat on the debut. Collins for Portland, Plumlee for the Nuggets, Aiden for the Suns, Beverly for the Clippers on the green, LeBron Moldovan for the Lakers, and Kabangale for the Clippers. Again, LeBron, yes sleeve. For inserts at least. Fultz for the Magic, Walker for the Celtics, Portis for the Knicks, Taj Gibson for the Knicks on the green, Irving for the Nets on the got game, and Poole for Golden State. Prince for the Nets, Siakam for the Raptors, Turner for the Pacers. Again, there's a lot of, like with Mosaic, here, this is a good example. There's a lot of like little print lines and stuff on the cards. So just as like a heads up, you know, I'm not going to try and call every single one because it take a while sometimes. But if they're really bad, I'll try and do my best. So Gallinari for the Thunder, LeBron for the Lakers, and Malone for the Jazz. Like if it's on a major card, I will try and give it a closer look, but just keep that in mind. Thompson for Golden State, Griffin for the Pistons, Booker for the Suns. It's also kind of why I'm holding it at a lower angle. Edwards for the Celtics, Irving for the Nets, and Fall for the Celtics. Because you can see things a little bit better on there. Simmons for Portland, Gobert for the Jazz. This has like, it actually looks like it's supposed to be part of the design, but it's a scratch. Harden for the Rockets, Jokic for the Nuggets, Davis for the Lakers on the green, will to win, and Garland for the Cavs. Next up, Jaren Jackson Jr. for the Grizzlies, Bogdanovich for the Jazz, Payton for the Knicks, Drummond for the Pistons on the Mosaic, Lillard for Portland on the Give and Go, and Stockton for the Jazz. Wright for the Mavericks, Ross for the Magic, Brogdon for the Pacers, Paul for the Thunder, and silver rookie of Colbert for the T-Wolves. This one has the like fingerprint almost hair, like eyebrow or eyelash hair, whatever you want to call it, on it. Hero for the Heat. So just as a heads up, I mean, it's still a silver rookie, but definitely not clean. Oh, there's a Shaw. Powell for the Raptors, Drummond for the Pistons, Trae Young for the Hawks, Green of Harris for the Nets, LeBron for the Lakers, and Ja for the Grizzlies. Nice Ja. And nice, I mean, again, LeBron inserts. If you're going to get inserts of a vet, there's no one else you'd really rather have. Kawhi for the Clippers, Hood for Portland, Sexton for the Cavs, Hill for the Bucks, Luka on the green give and go for the Mavericks, and Magic Johnson for the Lakers. Nice Luka green. Again, sleeve them. Nice little segue into our next boxes. Beverly for the Clippers, Murray for the Spurs, House Jr. for the Rockets, Schrader for the Thunder on the green, Westbrook for the Rockets on the will to win, and Davis for the Raptors. I'm just sliding these over. There we go. Powell for the Mavericks, Harris for the Nets, Cantor for the Celtics, Rondo for the Lakers, got game of Embiid for the 76ers, and Barrett for the Knicks on the debut. I feel like we're hitting a lot more. It just feels like we're hitting more like parallels, like the color parallels than normal. Forbes for the Spurs, Finney-Smith for the Mavericks, Holiday for the Pelicans, Powell for the Mavericks on the green, Garnett for the T-Wolves on the old school, and Hayes for the Pelicans. Russell for the Warriors, Caldwell Pope for the Lakers, Cauley-Stein for the Warriors, Sarge for the Suns, Mitchell for the Jazz, and Tybolt for the 76ers. This has got a lot of like little scratch lines on it. Mills for the Spurs, Teague for the T-Wolves, Clarkson for the Jazz, Lopez for the Bucks on the green, Harden for the Rockets, and none for the Heat. 2 packs to go here. Vucevic for the Magic, Tatum for the Celtics, Ferguson for the Thunder, Winslow for the Heat, Gordon for the Magic, and Pippen for the Bulls. Augustine for the Magic, Brown for the Celtics, Robinson for the Heat, Pippen for the Bulls, Westbrook for the Rockets, and Bol for the Nuggets. And last pack. Davis for the Lakers, Giannis for the Bucks, Sabonis for the Pacers, Okogie for the T-Wolves, Trae Young for the Hawks, and Chamberlain for the Lakers. Switch on over to the team viewer while I do a little bit of cleanup. So that was the cello box. I mean, like, not the worst. But that's a very, like, hesitant, not the worst. So, all right. All right. It was a regular. It was a true. So it's a good one. Full screen. On to 2021. Here we go. And if at any point there's a like rookie that I should be sleeving that I'm not, please let me know. So here we go. Ooh, packs are nice. Here we go. Pack one. Millsap for that's got the like little fingerprint thing in the top. Millsap for the Nuggets, Barnes for the Kings, Wiseman on the debut for Golden State, and Green will to win of Lillard for Portland. It is really weird going to a different product after only seeing the one the whole time. Like, it's just like such a... It's so weird how it's like such a... Not that much of a design change, but like enough that it's like, oh, these are really different. I think it's the font that's throwing me off. Tucker for the Bucks, Rose for the Knicks, Finals MVPs of Kawhi Leonard for the Raptors, and I don't know if that's an insert set or just the base. I think it might be the base. Yeah. Barnes for the Kings on the green. Rondo for the Clippers, Wood for the Rockets, LaMelo on the National Pride for the Hornets, and Bang of LeBron. That's got some gunk on it. But, yeah, right there. It's got some stuff on it for the Cavs on that one. First LaMelo. I think the National Prides aren't major, if I remember correctly. But, Jalika for the Heat, Tatum for the Celtics, Jalen Smith for the Suns, and Luka on the green. The green and blue is really nice. That's a really nice looking card. I don't think Jalen Smith's actually a sleeve, but the Luka is. I think I like the 1920 design better. McCollum for Portland, Pascal for Golden State, all-time greats of Vince Carter for the Raptors, and Jam Masters of Luka for the Mavericks. I mean, that's a cool little insert. And if any of these are like major pulls, please let me know. Wall for the Rockets, Horford for the Thunder. I tried to search up as much as I could. Hampton for the Magic, and Booker for the Suns on the Mosaic. Obviously could have missed some stuff. So Morris for the Nuggets, Ross for the Magic, Okoro for the Cavs on the debut, and Will to Win of Kawhi for the Clippers. Porter Jr. for the Magic, Covington for Portland, Stevens for the Cavs, and Josh Green for the Mavericks on the green at rookie. The green. All right, next up. Yeah, I definitely like design-wise. I actually really like 1920 in between the two. It feels like 2021 just feels really busy to me. It's still nice. Like, I still like it. It's just like, it's just busy. There's no other way to put it. It's busy. So Heald for the Kings, Cantor for Portland, Davis for the Lakers, and Hall of Fame, Duncan for the Spurs. Sorry, Hall of Fame. Lopez for the Bucks, Beasley for the T-Wolves, Jones for the 76ers on the rookie, and Culver for the T-Wolves on the green. Teague for the Bucks, Simmons for the 76ers, Okongwu for the Hawks on the debut, and Bang of Luka for the Mavericks. I like these. These are cool looking inserts. Washington Jr. for the Hornets, Kennard for the Clippers, Vassell on the rookie for the Spurs, got a little smudge down the side, and Young for the Bulls on the green. Siakam for the Raptors, Basley for the Thunder, Garnett for the T-Wolves, and Jam Masters of Blake Griffin for the Nets. DiVincenzo for the Bucks, Schrader for the Lakers, LaMelo, true rookie, there we go. Looks okay, a little bit of like scuffing at the top, but looks okay for the Hornets, and Perry for the Nets on the Mosaic rookie. First LaMelo, and that's the true LaMelo. There we go. Next up, Green for the Warriors, Bridges for the Suns, Lillard for Portland on the National Pride, and Bang of Leonard for the Raptors. For the Raptors on that one. Seth Curry for the 76ers, Anderson for the Grizzlies, Cole Anthony for the Magic on the rookie, and Toppin for the Knicks on the green. Not bad. Not bad. Pretty solid little blaster. Hey, LaMelo, couple good rookies. Seem good. Cole Anthony. Yeah, Cole Anthony got sleeved up. If it's a rookie name that I recognize, it's a sleeve. Essentially. Hero for the Heat, Horton Tucker for the Lakers. I think that's how I'm going to do it. Azubuike for the Jazz. There's some like, I guess, lesser ones, but Pierce for the Wizards on the bang. Oop, wrong pile. So, yeah, like Cole Anthony, Hampton, Halliburton, players like that. Luka for the Mavericks. Marjanovic for the Mavericks. Avdija on the debut for the Wizards. Ibaka for the Clippers. He's one that I'm not sure. I think if it wasn't the debut, although okay, the full body shot looks a lot better than like the or like the just chest up shot. Like that looks really nice compared to the full shot to me. I like that card look a lot better. Doumbia for the Pistons. Drummond for the Lakers. Ramsey for the Kings. And Rosier on the silver for the Hornets. Got some scratching on it as well. Yeah, Avdija's kind of the one. I don't think the debut is a sleeve. The regular one might be. Carter Jr. for the Magic. Baines for the Raptors. Westbrook for the Wizards. It's got the team on the bottom as well. And Inglis for the Jazz. So, I guess it's a team that's listed because it's listed. George for the Clippers. Brown for the Celtics. Perry for the Nets. And Jam Masters of Zion for the Pelicans. Trae Young for the Hawks. Allen for the Cavs. It's got a print line through the middle of it. Quickly for the Knicks on the debut. And Hunter for the Hawks. Lillard for Portland. Payne for the Suns. Kira Lewis Jr. for the Pelicans. And Will Lewin of Luka for the Mavericks. I think probably not a sleeve. So I'll put them in a sleeve for now, but when I sort through, that one might be combined. So next pack. Ooh, that could be solid. Dragic for the Heat. Harris for the Nets. All-time greats of Steve Nash for the Suns. And debut of Edwards for the T-Wolves. Green debut of Edwards. We'll give that the top load, I guess. All right. So far, I mean, this will be the halfway point of the 2021s. Not the best, not the worst, typically. Here we go. Blaster number 4 of 2020-2021, and then we'll do a base card shrink and go from there. Lonnie Walker for the Spurs, Hayward for the Hornets, Wiseman for Golden State, nice one there, and LeBron on the Elevate for the Lakers. That's a nice, that's a clean looking insert. Nice Wiseman. We'll put him up there for now. Gordon for the Nuggets, Fox for the Kings, Curry for Golden State, Lowry for the Raptors, Mitchell for the Jazz, Burke for the Mavericks, Pritchard for the Celtics, and Kidd for the Nets on the Hall of Fame for the New Jersey Nets. Yeah, I remember when they were the New Jersey Nets. Dinwiddie for the Nets, Love for the Cavs, Maxey for the 76ers, and Paul for the Suns. Maxey's probably in that, like, if it's his regular sleeve it. Lopez for the Wizards, I think. Jackson for the Pistons, Achua for the Heat, and Bang of Derrick Rose for the Bulls. Bridges for the Hornets, Crowder for the Suns, Parker for the Spurs, and nice National Pride of Halliburton for the Kings. It is for the Kings. So I like that they actually labeled those. Booker for the Suns, Oubre Jr. for the Warriors, Toppin for the Knicks, and Wilkins on the Jam Masters Mosaic for the Hawks. That's a nice looking insert. We'll see that Toppin as well. Rozier for the Hornets, Adebayo for the Heat, Anthony for the Magic on the debut, and Tillman for the Grizzlies on the green. I think the debut of Anthony, like the debuts might not be worth individual sleeves and top loaders, so I'll evaluate after the break, but for now, they can get the sleeve and top load treatment. Oop, missed one. There we go. Alright, so Genesis I think would be last card, right? Because that's where the parallel is. Because I think like the last card's been either the insert or the parallel. So it should be the last card. There we go. Got Nurkic for Portland, Bogdanovic for the Hawks, Nanaji for the Nuggets, and Elevate of Morant for the Grizzlies. Don't know if that's a sleeve. You know what? If we're sleeving Jaw or Zion, we sleeve up Jaw. You know? Westbrook for the Wizards, Butler for the Heat, Naismith for the Celtics on the debut, and Rui for the Wizards. Wrong year for Rui. Batum for the Clippers, Cantor for the Trailblazers, Flynn for the Raptors, and Wilkins for the Hawks. Turner for the Pacers, Beasley for the T-Wolves, Davis for the Lakers, and Green of Batum for the Clippers. Hield for the Kings, Simmons for the 76ers, Jones for the 76ers on the rookie, and Elevate of Jaylen Brown for the Celtics. Feels like a weaker blaster here. Lopez for the Bucks, Kennard for the Clippers, Okongwu for the Hawks, and Dragic for the Heat on the Mosaic. Teague for the Bucks, Basley for the Thunder, Vassell for the Spurs, and Spud Webb for the Hawks on the Jam Masters. And PJ Washington Jr. for the Hornets, Schrader for the Lakers, Garnett for the T-Wolves, and Green Finals MVP of Kawhi for the Raptors. All right. So far, I mean, not the worst. We'd like to see, I think we want to see more big name rookies, right? I mean, you always want to see more big name rookies, especially have a big name rookie team. So, Redick for the Mavericks, Bullock for the Knicks, Durant for the Warriors, Olajuwon for the Rockets on the green. That's trippy, the Green Hall of Fame. Valanciunas for the Grizzlies, Holiday for the Bucks, Maxey for the 76ers on the National Pride. That goes there. Aiden for the Suns. Actually, we'll put him in the regular rookie pile. Ball for the Pelicans, Irving for the Nets, Josh Green for the Mavericks, and Durant on the silver MVPs for the Warriors. We'll probably put that there. Giannis for the Bucks, Davis for the Lakers, AI for the 76ers, and Beal for the Wizards. But yeah, given that the Mosaic card is the last, it should be in the last. Warren for the Pacers, Ingram for the Pelicans, McDaniels for the T-Wolves. That has the weird goo on it, and Levine for the Bulls. Caldwell Pope for the Lakers, Gay for the Spurs, Toppin for the Knicks, and Okogie for the T-Wolves on the green. Durant for the Nets, Capella for the Hawks, Merrill for the Bucks, and Will to Win of Murray for the Nuggets. And Zion for the Pelicans. Kawhi for the Clippers. Tatum, this has got the like indent on it, for the Celtics on the National Pride. And Bird for the Celtics on the all-time great green. Had a hiccup there. All right, blaster number 7. This is shrink wrapped really tight. There we go. Mark, no hockey yet. I don't know if they're, unless they just filled, but they weren't full yet. So we started off with basketball. I know they were at 4 and 7 when we started the basketball break. So Bazemore for the Warriors, Anunoby for the Raptors, Maxey for the 76ers, and Stockton for the Jazz. But if hockey is full, it will go, whatever hockey breaks full will go next. So Murray for the Nuggets, DeRozan for the Spurs, LeBron for the Lakers on the National Pride, and Kawhi for the Clippers. Just because it's LeBron. Oh, I don't think it's probably worth that much. But ooh, Jackson Jr. for the Grizzlies, Culver for the T-Wolves, Quickly for the Knicks, nice, and Anthony on the debut silver. Not the best, but it's also got like some little marks here and there. Not the best quality, but good name for the Magic on the debut. Metal Universe one looks full. Okay, I will take a look after the break's done here. So if it's full, like, we'll get into that one pretty much right away. I gotta like copy all the names and stuff to the spreadsheet, but yeah. Oh, we have a Genesis. Jones for the Grizzlies, Randall for the Knicks, Edwards for the T-Wolves on the debut, and Brandon Clark for the Grizzlies on the Genesis. So nice, one of my favorite parallels. So nice one there for the Grizzlies. That's stand. I mean, like, stand worthy. I think, Joseph, that was you, right? Yeah. So I don't know. I love the Genesis parallels. I will always be impartial to them because they just look so cool. I need more sleeves. Sabonis for the Pacers, Bryant for the Wizards, Tillman for the Grizzlies, and Durant on the bang for the Warriors. So that answers the question. The Genesis will be on the back. Van Vliet for the Raptors, Reddish for the Hawks, Bird for the Celtics, and LeVert for the Pacers. Smart for the Celtics, Barnes for the Kings, Mildon for the Thunder, and Richardson for the Warriors on the Jam Masters. Millsap for the Nuggets, Rose for the Knicks, Wiseman for the Warriors, and Elijah One for the Rockets. Yeah, for the Rockets. All right, let me clear the packs out. Get some more sleeves ready because you know we're gonna need them. Yeah, second year is not bad, but like obviously you know there's 2 players on the Grizzlies you'd rather have more than that, for sure. One just because it's a rookie, the other because it's Shaw. But it still looks like it still just looks sick, so. Alright, final blaster. I think that was our best blaster. Either that one or the one before. But just because the Genesises are so cool. Porter for the Nuggets, Jordan for the Nets, Edwards for the T-Wolves on the National Pride, and Elevate of Westbrook for the Wizards. Sorry, the Wizards. Gobert for the Jazz, Powell for the Portland Trailblazers, Trey Jones for the Spurs, and Derrick Rose for the Knicks. Garland for the Cavs, Bledsoe for the Pelicans, Saddiq Bey for the Pistons on the debut, and nice Zion Silver for the Pelicans. I mean, hey, if you're going to hit a base silver, might as well be a second-year Zion. Next up, Griffin for the Nets, Knox for the Knicks, Stewart for the Pistons, and Doumbia for the Pistons. Boucher for the Raptors, K. Towns for the T-Wolves, Pierce for the Celtics, and Drexler for Portland. Tybalt for the 76ers, Parker for the Kings, Halliburton for the Kings, and Wendell Carter Jr. for the Magic on the green. Nice Tyrese. Marketing for the Bulls, Clark for the Grizzlies, Durant for the Nets, and Durant for the Nets. This is like a scuff on the bottom thing. Oh, you'll understand when you see it. It's like almost paper stuck to it. Like, you know the stickers on like controllers or whatever, you get them on, like you can't peel it off. It's like that. Murray for the Spurs, McDermott for the Pacers, Saddiq Bey for the Pistons, and AI for the 76ers. So, decent end, I would say. Decent end. Put the Nurkic away. And now we're back to 1920. So let's see if we can hit a Genesis from both years. But I mean, hey, hitting one Genesis is nice. Sarge for the Suns, VanVleet for the Raptors, Kemba Walker for the Celtics, and Poole for Golden State. These cards are much easier to look at, I feel like 1920. Cauley Stein for Golden State, LeVert for the Nets, Osman for the Cavs, Malone for the Jazz. Obviously, that's my opinion, but they just seem a little bit easier to look at. Payton for the Knicks, Kennard for the Pistons, Embiid for the 76ers on the green, Kabengele for the Clippers. Paul for the Thunder, Curry for Golden State, White for the Spurs, and Pascal for Golden State. Brogdon for the Pacers, Mitchell for the Jazz, Luka for the Mavericks, and Langford for the Celtics. Booker for the Suns, Whiteside for Portland, Malone for the Jazz, and Harden for the Rockets, right? Yeah, Malone's Jazz. We have an auto. Jokic for the Nuggets. Smilagic for the Golden State Warriors on the rookie scripts. Davis for the Lakers. And Hayes for the Pelicans. Hey, an auto's always nice. Autos are always nice. Harden for the Rockets. Marketing for the Bulls. Burks for Golden State. And Barkley for the 76ers. And last blaster, here we go. Let's try to end on a big note. But overall, it'd be a lot of fun to sort this break. Some nice stuff, an autograph, a Genesis, a good second year silver of Zion. Again, one of those could do worse. Paul for the Thunder, Rosier for the Hornets, Spud Webb for the Hawks, and Porter Jr. for the Cavs. Brogdon for the Pacers, McCollum for Portland, Luka on the Mosaic for the Mavericks, and Malone for the Jazz. Booker for the Suns, Brown for the Pistons, green of Young for the Hawks, and Nikhil Alexander Walker for the Pelicans. Jokic for the Nuggets, Walker for the Celtics, Hero on the green for the Heat, and Rui for the Wizards. Four packs to go here. We got a Harden for the Rockets, Fultz for the Magic, Mosaic of Trae Young for the Hawks, and Claxton for the Nets. We got Hart for the Pelicans, Siakam for the Raptors, Paul for the Thunder, and Shaq for the Lakers. Another autograph. Healed for the Kings. Devontae Graham for the Hornets on the scripts. Those are really tough to pull. Merritt for the Celtics and Windler for the Cavs. Like, it's really tough to pull autographs out of a blaster. And we just got them in back-to-back 1920 blasters. Go figure. And last pack. I mean, like, hey, nothing wrong with that. Murray for the Nuggets, Prince for the Nets, Gay for the Spurs, and Hunter for the Hawks. So that is the break. Do a quick little recap here. What are we going to name hit of the break? We'll name the Genesis the hit of the break. But all right, something like this. Oop. There we go. Decoys falling off. Alright, those are all good. Here we go. Here's the break recap. LaMelo for the Hornets, Morant for the Grizzlies, Colbert for the T-Wolves, Edwards for the T-Wolves on the green debut, Zion second-year silver, Cole Anthony debut silver, got the little indent there, the mark, Smilagic and Graham on the autographs, and hit of the break. Mosaic of Brandon Clark, or Genesis, so nice stuff overall. Probably run another basketball break next week, so see you then for that.